The New York Yankees have just made a trade with the Chicago Cubs. We've been hearing about it and hearing about it and hearing about it for days. Finally, it's happened. The New York Yankees have acquired Cody Bellinger from the Chicago Cubs for pitcher Cody Poteet. We were thinking that Will Warren was going to be a part of this trade. Now, no disrespect to Cody Poteet. I like him. He was okay when he pitched. I really like Cody Bellinger. And I think in this ballpark, Cody Bellinger, if he stays healthy, he's going to hit 30, 35, let's say 40 home runs. The kid's a former MVP. At the age of 23, I believe he won the friggin' MVP. So let's put some respect on his name. I know there were some years in there where he was dreadful, but the past 2 seasons, he picked it up. He picked it up. So now I think with the Yankees, he's going to tear the cover off the ball. He wants to be here, unlike some people. He wants to be here. He wants to be a Yankee. I'm excited about it. Now, the Cubs are sending $5 million to the Yankees, a part of this trade, to help cover the cost of Cody Bellinger. So that's $2.5 million for this season and $2.5 million for next season if Cody Bellinger were to opt into his contract for 2026, because he does have an opt-out after 2025. He does. So the Yankees will pay Cody for 2025, $25 million. Then they'll pay Cody, I believe, $23.5 million, if I'm mathing correctly, or $22.5 million in 2026, if he opts in. I like the move. You could put Cody over there at first base. You could put him over there in the outfield. It doesn't matter. I'm curious if it's going to be center field or left field, right? Because we're hearing Dominguez. As of now, he's the center fielder, but Cody might be the center fielder. He might be. But as long as Dominguez gets his reps, I'm okay with that. The Yankees, though, still need to add at least, in my opinion, at least one more bat. At the very least, one more. Some people think 2. I think you could maybe handle second or third base internally. Of course, Jazz either play second or third, but I think you could fill in whatever position Jazz isn't playing. You could fill that in internally through the organization. So that could mean Cabrera. That could mean Bibas. That could mean Peraza. Peraza last year, July, August, and September, he had really strong offensive months down there in Scranton. He's a very good defender. I think if you give him the opportunity, he will seize it. And imagine him in that infield with Gold Glover Anthony Volpe, with Jazz Chisholm. Now we just need a first baseman. Christian Walker, Carlos Santana. I like the Santana thing. I do. I really like Santana a lot. I think he fits. Switch hitter. He's older, but I do think Santana fits. 100% I do. He hit 22 home runs last year, 750 OPS. Tremendous first baseman. 8 defensive runs saved last year, 14 outs above average. I believe 14 outs above average over there at first base. Excellent first baseman, switch hitter. I wouldn't mind Carlos Santana at all. He's just a little older. But the Yankees acquiring Cody Bellinger is a great move. It's just now, where do they go from here? Where do they go? Like I said, I think Cody, he could hit you 40, 50. He could hit 30 home runs, maybe 40. He's done it before. He's done it. And listen, we all know how dudes act before their free agent year. And if Cody could go in there, mash the baseball, opt out, get some money for himself, God bless him. I hope that happens. But I'm honestly really happy with the Yankees had a trade. Like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect Cody Poteet, not one bit. But at the same time, we're hearing somebody recommended on friggin' X Louis Heel. We ended up trading Cody Poteet. That's very, 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 very different. Now, Poteet last year appeared in 5 games for the Yankees, 24 1/3 innings pitched. Contact pitcher, had a 2.2 ERA, though, in his 5 appearances. Not bad. He's not a bad pitcher. But for Cody Bellinger, I'm doing that every single day, twice on Sunday. Like I said, though, now where do the Yankees go from here? That's the big thing, because they can't stop at Cody Bellinger. You can't go internally at first, and you could, I guess, in Ben Rice. You could try it, but then you have to go out and get a second baseman or third baseman then. Maybe that's Bregman. So you could go internally at one position in the infield, in my opinion. Whether that's first, whether that's second or third, pick one to go internally on, but you have to acquire somebody else. You need to add another bat. That's also very interesting. The New York Yankees did not take back Nico Hoerner. They did not take him back in the deal. Nico's a tremendous defender, good base runner, steal you 30 bags in a season. The Yankees did not take him back. I honestly wasn't for that either. I'm not a big Nico Hoerner guy. Doesn't really have much power at all. Hits for average, if anything. But it's kind of expensive. $11.5 million for a guy who doesn't really hit all that great. Had 270 average, but basically no power. None. Hit 7 home runs last year. I mean, Verdugo hit more. Verdugo hit more than Nico Hoerner. Tremendous defender. So is Verdugo. He's good too. Do you want another Verdugo? I don't think so. So Nico Hoerner, I'm kind of happy we did not get him. I would rather work internally by putting Peraza or Bibas or even Cabrera. See who wins the job out of spring training, rather. See who wins it. But I really do like the trade. I do like it. I think Cody could absolutely bust out and show you, hey, I'm a much better Yankee than my father was. No disrespect to Clay. No disrespect to him. But, it's a funny story about Clay. A funny story about him. When I was a young kid, Clay hit 3 home runs in a game. And I was like, Dad, he's going to be the Yankee future third baseman when Brocious retires. What happened when Brocious retired? The Yankees DFA'd Clay Bellinger and he signed with the Angels. That's what they did to Clay. But Cody, welcome to the Yankees. You're a much better player than your dad. That swing, I think, was made for the stadium. Watch out. He might come out like a bat out of hell and prove a lot of people wrong. If there's a guy that I have faith in to do that, it's Cody Bellinger.